get a mindset they own.
Yeah.
You understand me?
I disagree with that.
But let me show you something now. Ain't nobody stupid in life, boy.
Okay. What you mean?
And trust me, they can
Lord,
eat you out here.
The Lord said the
Yeah,
majority
now you
of
stop
people.
me from there,
The
what I
Lord
mean.
said the majority of people stupid.
Correct.
What are you talking about?
And also remember,
Majority.
who made
Yeah.
the world up?
He made the world.
All right. That one called
All
over.
right.
He made it.
Yes, and he made everything in it as well.
And I ain't even
All
need
right.
enough time to even run on with that
Yeah.
because I tell them
He
the
made the
Lord
world.
done made it. So
Yeah.
if you getting bite up, like ice complain, ice blow up quick. The Lord made that. You can't
All
beat
right.
that. You can't, don't even gonna tell my boys, do what you're all supposed to do. I ain't forcing my kids to do nothing, boy.
This thing ain't about force, you know, man.
No, I just saying, but also remember, when they reach a certain age, they sin on themselves. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's why you
Like he
supposed
just
to.
saying,
That's
"Oh,
why you
come, you
supposed to
just
train
tell me
them in
now."
the right way, man.
Hey,
So when
you
they
All
could
right.
train a
know
child
what
in
to
the
do.
right way,
You gotta
and when
train
they
that
grow
child.
up in a certain
That's
way, they go in their
No.
own path.
No, the Bible says train
But
a
come
child
on,
in the
right
way
now,
that he
why
may
your
go, so
mommy
that
on
when
the
he,
side of you?
so that when he
No,
old,
No,
he
no,
may
no, no,
not
no,
depart
no,
from
no,
it.
no, no,
All right.
no. Why your
Hey.
mommy on the side of you right
As
now?
I's a man.
No,
All
no,
right.
you still ain't answer my
I's a man.
question.
What you mean?
Yeah, he's a man. That's why he's
All right.
in here.
When I
All
was a
right,
child,
like I tell you,
I
you
taught as a
can't
child.
force
I
a
spake
child
as a
to
child.
do what
But
they
then when I
need to
become a
do.
man, they put
No,
away the
let them
childish
do what they
acts.
want to do. Yeah, you put away childish strengths, but
All
also
right.
remember some man ain't even get that strength to even put it away. They mama's boys. Don't tell me what the deal with, boy, because you all know nothing, boy.
Come for your wife, man.
Boy. Don't tell me nothing.
Huh?
You can't tell me what my granddaddy and other pastors and other preachers and tell me. That's why I don't work with nobody.
All these pastors in these churches gonna die.
Hey, I didn't get baptized and everybody so much
You
times. Jesus,
baptized?
Lord, what?
Who baptized you?
I didn't get baptized 3 times.
Yeah?
I done ready, yeah.
Give me Acts 11 and 16. Let me see.
Oh,
Let me
okay,
see if she
Jeremiah
baptized.
22 for a fact.
Done. Yeah, get Jeremiah 22.
Jeremiah 22 and 22. Listen to this. Listen good. The wind shall eat up all thy pastors, and thy lovers shall go into captivity.
Right, the wind shall lead up all thy
Oh, that's
pastors.
5.
All right.
That's
That's 23 and 1.
No,
23 and 1.
All right. What that?
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastors, said the Most High.
Right, so all these damn wicked niggas would call themselves pastors in these churches.
Right
The
here.
Most High should destruction of them, but
Dead.
That's
That's why your granddaddy pastor dead today.
I didn't tell you watch your mouth, boy.
All right.
That's why he
The
dead
Bible
today.
say, woe to
Watch
them,
Most
your
man.
High kill him.
mouth, boy.
All right,
That's who
he's-
kill him.
He's eat
The
crab.
Most High
your
kill him.
mouth.
He's eat crab.
Still watch
He's eat
your
Yeah,
mouth.
but that's why he dead
He's
today,
eat-
because the
Don't
Most High
drop
kill him.
in with the Most High. It's
That's
his
what
time
kill
to
him.
go, boy.
No, the Most High kill him.
That's
It's
it.
his time to
The Most
go.
High kill him.
It's his
The
time to
Most
go,
High
boy.
kill him.
Watch
You
your
know what
mouth,
the
man.
Most High kill
You
him.
all around the God,
The Most High
God
kill
forgive
him.
me, but watch your mouth,
The
dog.
Most High kill him.
I didn't tell you, control your
Read
voice
that-
down,
read
boy.
that-
The
read
Most
that
High
again.
kill him.
Control your
Watch
voice
this.
down.
Listen to this. The Most High kill him.
Ain't but the Most High
Woe be
kill
unto
him.
the pastors that Salakia. Woe, see there. Woe unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastors, said the Most High. You know what that word woe means? Death
You know?
and destruction. That's what he did to your pastor, your granddaddy.
That's it.
But
He did that.
how you talking about
No,
it?
he did that.
No, the Most High do that, man.
He did
I'm
that.
not sign on your run.
We
And
only
he
read
did
it.
that.
We
I
only read what the
show it to
scriptures
you.
say.
He
Hey,
did
I
that.
See what I
can
said?
read what the
He did
scriptures
that.
say, but you
All
gotta
right.
put in your own
No,
words.
I tell you,
If I go right, read it in the Bible.
that's what it
man.
say.
Don't put
But
it in
your
your
granddaddy was a
Don't put it in your
pastor.
own words.
Most High kill him.
Yeah.
Put it in your own words.
That's what happened to him.
Like the other day, you think I forget the other day when I been here?
What other day?
When you were saying, but oh my granddaddy was a jackass.
No, I never
You
said
remember
that.
that?
No, I never said
Hey,
that.
you was recording that day. I hope Alice can pull it up.
I never said that.
I
No,
know,
I never
asshole,
said
but
no.
come
I
back
never
and you
said
watch
that.
your fucking mouth.
I never
So
said
you
that.
cursing, your kids go that way, yeah?
Bring that back again, man.
Watch your mouth, man.
Jeremiah 23 and 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy
Hey,
and scatter the sheep
I
of my
never say
pasture,
my
said the
granddaddy ain't
Most
do
High.
nothing wrong,
Watch
no.
this.
I never say
Now,
he ain't doing
let
wrong.
me
I
ask
don't
you
know what's be
something,
wrong.
right? Your granddaddy, was he teaching the
And
so-called
you.
Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true
Listen, answer
Hebrew
and do what
Israelites?
start with that shit.
Yeah? Hey? Your granddaddy was
Don't tell
teaching
me,
that?
He wasn't doing that.
Don't tell me.
He was
Your
teaching.
granddaddy
Don't
was
tell me. Because
teaching
one
that
thing, my
salvation is
granddaddy, he
for
don't
only the
discriminate.
Israelites? Yeah? Well, that's what we do. We
Never
discriminate, man.
But then,
We
that's
discriminate
all for
because
you,
we
boy.
only for our
Because also
people.
remember, all
You
the all
understand?
belongs to the Lord, boy.
I know.
All
you
y'all
you
bleed the
absolutely
same
right.
freaking blood, boy.
I disagree with that part, you know.
So, hey, let
I
that shit
disagree.
dead, man.
But the Lord only dealing with one group of people.
Hey,
Your
send
granddaddy,
us, man.
your granddaddy was teaching that salvation
Hey,
is for the whole
whatever
world.
my granddaddy
That is the
teaching that
truth.
on him.
No truth.
Hey, listen now, listen.
Your
My
granddaddy,
granddaddy teach what he teach. It's a different what we fucking want to learn.
your
Or what
granddaddy,
we need to learn
man,
or what
bring
we
the-
want to
can't-
teach,
I
right?
don't think she understand that.
No,
Jeremiah
anybody
23
listen.
and 1.
You got
Woe
open
be
that.
unto the
Why
pastors
you trying to cost me go
that
to hell now?
destroy
Why you
and
want to open
scatter
your
the
Bible?
sheep
I
of my
talk.
pastor, said
Hey.
the Most High.
Right. Whoa.
Open the Bible,
Most
boy.
High said
And
destruction
remember,
of them
man
blood.
write the Bible.
What book man didn't write?
God.
And
What
who
book
bought?
man didn't write?
You hear that?
book man didn't
Man write that.
All right.
So
one
if
man didn't write?
anyone
That's,
else
2
says,
Timothy 3 and
first the
16.
man them would write the Bible, boy.
The
You're
Lord write the
supposed to
Bible.
pray.
Hey, the Lord
Pray,
write the
boy.
Bible.
You know why?
Most
Pray.
The Lord write the
Listen,
Bible.
yeah,
The
pray.
Lord write the Bible.
Pray.
That's the book
How
of
y'all
Timothy.
breathing?
Listen.
Second Timothy.
How many more minutes?
Listen.
Chapter
Pray,
3,
boy.
verse
How
16.
y'all breathing?
Listen.
Y'all can
Listen.
smell this fresh air?
Listen.
Hmm.
All scripture is given by
All y'all gonna
inspiration
smell the
of
fresh
the Most
air.
High.
Right. All scriptures is given by inspiration of the Most High. That means the Most High put his spirit upon the prophets to write these scriptures.
Con.
All right. Read.
And
And-
guess what?
and
What
it's
do you write them on?
profitable by inspiration for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness,
All right. Read.
that the man of the Most High may be perfect,
God.
Thoroughly furnished with good works.
And
Correct.
never be
Truly
perfect
furnished.
than the Lord.
unto
Okay.
all good works.
No,
The
he's
Most
son.
High write the scriptures.
Come on, man.
Con.
I ask y'all know
All
better.
right. He
Con.
write the
You
scriptures.
should know better.
All
And
right.
you should know
You
better.
should know better.
No,
If
you
your
should
granddaddy-
know better.
Your granddaddy's a pastor. That means he was
He's a
teaching you to
bishop
write
and
the
everything.
Bible.
Hey, I
Good
pass
bishop.
everything in the class. That's why
Good
that's the
bishop.
problem.
Your
But let me show you
granddaddy,
something now.
you know what
Y'all gotta
Christmas program
stop
and
it,
then your
boy.
granddaddy held?
You
Yeah.
ever
Con.
You know
see
what
me being
Easter
in
program
there?
your
You
granddaddy-
see, y'all
Pagan- all
see
kind of
me
pagan shit.
in
Yeah.
any
You
of
understand?
them. You
All
see
right.
me in any of them.
The Most
Y'all
High ain't
never
dealing
see
with
me
that.
in them, boy.
Con.
Come
The
on,
Most
I
High
have
is
a mind
against
to
all
think
these
for
damn
myself,
wicked pastors.
boy.
And Thanksgiving.
Shalom,
services.
shalom.
No, boy.
All
I
right.
think for myself, boy.
All right.
I
Proverbs
think for
9 and 13.
myself.
All right.
You can
Proverbs
quote
9
a
and
small
13 and give me
scripture, and
Job
always
39.
remember a demon always
Okay.
know every scripture.
Job 39.
Yeah, that's all right. All
I
right.
just saying.
You
I
know
ain't
they
saying
call
it's
the
me,
Lord.
you know.
They call the Lord a demon too. You know.
They can call him
9,
whatever they
13.
want.
They
Call
call
him.
him a demon too.
39,
Y'all
no?
can preach whatever
Yeah.
y'all want preach, but
Proverbs.
always remember.
This
Get
is
your
the book
voice
of
out here from
Proverbs,
getting bite up.
chapter 9, verse 13.
What this?
A foolish woman is clamorous.
Right, a foolish woman is clamorous. Read.
A
She
foolish
is
woman is
simple
some of y'all
and
women
knoweth
ain't know y'all
nothing.
get.
He's simple and know it nothing. You
God,
ain't
know
have the
what
slightest
y'all get.
idea what he talking
Y'all
about.
should
You only
stop
talking,
being
talking,
stupid. Y'all
talking,
should
running
stop
on.
that conversation right
God.
there.
God.
A foolish ones where they some of them get
Alright.
Alex. Bam bam
God.
boom.
So
So
a
don't
foolish-
even
a
read
foolish
that.
woman would be in the
Don't
front
even,
here
y'all
running all
even
the
want
prophets,
to read
man.
that. Y'all supposed to
We just
Yeah.
read it to you.
but you supposed to skip that
All
though.
right.
Skip
Skip
what?
Because guess what? I ain't married. Alex,
What you-
That's
what
a
you mean you
woman.
ain't married?
You ain't married your husband down there.
That's one bit.
That's
What
your
you mean you
husband.
ain't married?
Y'all better stop being
You
stupid
married,
and
boy?
listen to life, boy.
Sex is marriage.
That's what is marriage.
I
When you
never
sex-
say I'm.
Sex
I
is
never,
marriage.
Hey, listen, I never
Sex
say
is
I'm
marriage.
forbid or I break the law. But let me teach you, some of y'all
Shalom,
married, y'all
back,
them
yeah.
fornicating, y'all better shut your mouth and don't be stupid.
You married the prep.
Don't be.
Prep
Hey, you
of
see
your
a
husband.
you see a ring on my
There you
finger?
go.
No, you.
Bring that precept about Job 39.
Don't be
17.
stupid.
Job
Never
chapter
get on
39
that.
and 17.
Y'all
Because
can bring what
Yahweh
y'all-
had pervert the pride
Y'all better
of
stop.
wisdom.
Right.
Neither. Right.
Right, read.
But neither yet.
Neither
Right?
had he imparted to her understanding.
Right, so the Most High ain't give the woman
Y'all
wisdom
better
no
get some
understanding.
freaking sense,
All right.
man.
That's why you doing what you doing. Make it nice.
That's why you
Yeah,
don't make it
understand.
Alright.
nice. What y'all doing? Standing here and
standing
making
here.
a mockery, boy.
We supposed to do that, man. You ain't know that?
You
God.
damn lie.
We
Yeah.
supposed to
And
do
you
that.
should know better.
We supposed to do that, man.
And you should know better.
All right, give me
Don't
First
be coming
Corinthians
on me talking no shit,
chapter
man.
4.
Just
start
guess
at
what?
9. All right.
All y'all know your little wife or whatever,
we
boy.
standing up here.
And you won't be around here telling me
like a
anything.
mockery.
You gotta be joking.
4 and 9.
You better go
Yeah,
take
Give me
10, 20 y'all.
Samuel chapter 16 and 7.
First Corinthians
1
chapter.
Samuel
4 and
16 and 7.
Y'all
Yeah.
serious like right
This
now?
is the book of Corinthians.
Y'all
First
ain't
Corinthians
serious like
chapter
right
4,
now,
verse
man.
9.
All right,
Yeah,
read.
yeah.
For I think
No,
that
y'all ain't serious
the
like
Most
right
High
now.
had set forth us,
No.
the apostles,
Y'all getting
last,
by the for nothing.
Read.
as it were
You know
appointed to
better.
death,
Read.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world.
Right, so
And
you say we've been making a
No,
mockery,
let me
right?
see if
We've
I
been
can
made a
send it
spectacle to the world.
to
That's why
Micah
we
send
out here.
them right now.
All
You all
right.
mind?
unto
Yeah,
angels,
go
unto
on up the
men.
road, man, because you ain't
I ain't
making
have to
no
go up
sense.
the road.
All right, read.
Unto angels, unto men.
Read.
We are fools for Amashiach's sake.
Right, we a fool for the Lord's sake, man. So this is a righteous thing we doing, man. All right.
But ye are wise in Christ. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
Right. Right. You there talking shit? No, man. You gotta carry your wife up the road, boy.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. This is the book of 1 Samuel 16 and 7. But the Most High said unto Samuel, look not on his continuance or on the height of his stature,
Read.
because I have refused him.
Right. So she said we out here been making a mockery, man. But if one of these damn wicked pastors being up here, she would not nothing to say. All right. And they the ones who the Most High damn refused. All right. Them up in them damn holiday houses eating damn pork chop, getting ready to damn up the Christmas carol or Christmas service and they done shit. All right. The Most High say he refused them wicked niggas, boy. Read.
For the Most High see it not as man see it.
Right. For the Most High see it not as man see it, but she see us as regular niggas. You ain't looking at us as men being filled with the Holy Spirit. But guess what? If we was out there damn drinking, smoking dope, trying to fool with somebody, wife, he would have never had nothing to say. He would have walked straight past. You see what I said?
Who would have walked straight past?
But because we out there reading the Bible,
Hey,
teaching the
don't be
Bible, something to be said. You see what I said? We get this all the time. If we was damn drinking and smoking and acting a fool, nobody would have nothing to say. You know why? Because they of the world.
You all ain't drinking and
You see what I
smoking
said?
right now.
All right, that's why you have something to say.
And I'm not
All
gonna
right,
say,
you ain't seeing
I ain't
us
never
as
against
men
y'all. You
filled
ever
with the
say
Spirit
I
of
was
God.
against you?
I
Y'all
said?
ever say it's against you?
All right. Read.
Don't mix it up.
For
Get it
man,
straight.
for man,
I don't come
look
with
it
your
on
lying.
Right.
the
Read.
outward
So
appearance.
why
See
y'all
that?
all
Man,
stop
look
right
on the
here?
outward appearance.
Why y'all only
You see
stop
what I
right
said?
here? Why y'all only stop right here?
Read.
Why y'all
But the
don't go
Most
little
High
ways in the
looked it
center?
on the heart.
But the Most High look upon the heart, upon the spirit,
Guilty
man. All right. So the hell with these wicked niggas, what?
Wicked will.
All
All
right.
y'all wicked, man.
All right. The Most High ain't dealing with
Tell the
that, man.
truth, boy.
All right. The Most High
Down
is
y'all
gonna
later. All
the
y'all personally ain't
Right.
down y'all later. Down
well.
yourself, boy.
Yeah, well.
And tell the
that's-
flicking truth, boy.
well,
I ain't
that's on
never
you.
saying y'all wrong, boy.
That's on you.
And I ain't
All
scared
right.
to come wrong, y'all. I
read the
always
Bible.
reading, but I ain't getting to explain to nobody.
All right.
Remember, you read and you take in
All right.
things for yourself, boy.
read the Bible.
Remember that, you?
You read the Bible.
Don't laugh as much. You should know better, Alex.
I know better, man.
All
This is
right,
the book
you
of
should
Ecclesiastes.
stop.
You
I
think
even ain't worried
you
with
think
me
we
because
here
of
'cause
you.
we could be
Chapter
here.
You
10,
better
verse
keep him
18.
book.
Read.
The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness.
Right. When you open your mouth, you talking a bunch of shit.
God.
Yeah.
All right. Read that line again.
I
What
talking a
this?
bunch of
This is
shit
the book
with two
of
little children
Ecclesiastes,
in
chapter
front of
10,
y'all,
verse
and I
18.
talking a bunch of shit.
The beginning of the
Y'all
words of
talking
his
a bunch
mouth
of
is
shit.
foolishness.
Right. The beginning of your words is foolishness, but the Most High ain't
You see
dealing with
what
that.
you reading out?
All right. Read.
What you reading out?
At the end of his talk is mischievous madness.
Only a bunch of shit coming out of mouth. All right.
Bunch of foolishness
All right.
out of your mouth.
Y'all want Bahashim, y'all
What
Shai
does it
ain't
say?
dealing with that wickedness, man.
Hey, what this say right
All right.
What that say right there?
All right.
What that say?
Ecclesiastes 9 and 10.
See, y'all
All
really
right.
need some sense, boy. Go home and read that carefully. And read the whole, no, you're
All right.
laughing. Read the whole chapter.
Bring
Read
that
everything,
about
boy.
again. Ecclesiastes 5 and 1, man.
All
right, this what we gotta be
going
going through.
I'm telling you.
All right.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes,
But you
chapter
don't care
5,
about no
verse
little
1.
children.
Hey, y'all
We care
don't
about
care
doing-
about nothing.
we care about
If
doing
y'all
the work
don't
of the
care
Lord.
about no little children,
All right.
then y'all even should be hiding up in the corner here.
Keep
You're
thy foot
supposed to
when
be in
thou
the
goest
middle.
to the house of the Most High.
Stop
And
that
be
shit,
more ready
man.
to
hear.
Alex, you should know better,
Right.
and you should
So
know better.
shut up when you come in the
no,
presence of the
don't
Lord.
never say shut up.
Right.
Then to give the sacrifice of fools.
All right, then to give the sacrifice of fools. See people all over the world seeing the madness you going on there.
That's a good thing.
For they consider not that they do evil.
Right? She ain't considering that she do evil. Let me Jeremiah 4:22.
Evil. Look at two kids standing right there. Evil is evil. Y'all don't know what evil is. Y'all don't know
The book
really
of
what
Jeremiah
evil is.
chapter 4 and 22.
What is evil?
What
is evil? What is evil?
Not fucking evil.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 4 and 22.
The lag, right? Before, yeah, read that twice and then give me thing else.
For my people is foolish.
Right, the Most High says people is straight up damn stupid.
Shalom, bro.
Shalom.
They want free boy, boy.
Read.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sorest children, and they have none understanding.
Right, they ain't have 1 ounce of understanding. Read.
They are wise to do evil.
They are wise to do evil. So when it comes to being wicked, they take that shit to a whole nother level. All right, they creative when it comes to damn being wicked. All right.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
They don't know what it is to do good. You see what I said? I asked you what is evil? What is evil? All right. The Bible says in Sirach chapter 20, 25 and 23. All right. Of the beginning of the woman came the beginning of sin. And through her we all died. So I don't be looking at pure evil, man. What the word evil means? Yeah.
Drunk, man. Drunk at night.
Huh? All right. The Supreme being there dealing with that, man. All right. Huh? We the right place, man. We been coming here for over a year now, man. All right. We in the right place, man. All right. Give me Proverbs 1 and 20. Right? Right? Hey, give me Proverbs 1 and 20.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 1 and 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets.
All right, wisdom uttered her voice well
In the streets.
All right, read.
She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates.
Right, so
in the city. She uttered her words, saying.
Right, we right where we supposed to be. All right. But stop talking shit. Stop talking shit. Stop talking what you don't. Stop talking what you don't know nothing about. All right. That's our people for you now, man. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. All right. We ain't open up, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash, which is the spirit of truth. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to Allah Akim out there that's doing the work in sincerity and charity with humiliation all across the four winds. To you I salute. All right. Today we have 2 lessons, what I plan to go into. The title says it all, usury. And then we're going to touch on Peter's vision. But before we touch on Peter's vision, we're going to deal with, we're going to deal with usury, man. And that's a big thing, that's happening in this society, man. All right? Even amongst us brothers, even amongst brothers that's a part of Great Millstone, man, and all over the world. Even on my job and shit. Well, when you go into the word usury, basically it means the odd interest. All right? All right? Means the pretty much odd interest, but you could look that up on your own. All right? And with that usury is a detestable abomination. Okay, and the Most High is against that shit, boy. The Most High can destroy you for that. All right? If we is a wise and understanding and holy people, all right, then we got to start acting like that, man. All right? In one breath, you can't say the Lord, the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. And then the other breath, all right, you transgressing the law, but you don't even know you transgressing the law. You see what I'm saying? All right? So like I say, man, usury is a detestable abomination, man, and the Lord hates that, man. That's like being a homosexual or partaking in bestiality. All right? The Most High is against that one. All right, so first precept you get Exodus 22 and 25. All right? Yeah, man, that's a detestable abomination. All right, that's like serving idols. All right? Got it?
Book of Exodus chapter 22, starting at verse 25. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
Right. So in this case, it says if thou lendest money to any of my people that is poor. Now who's the Lord's people? The Lord's people is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Which is the children of Israel. All right? So read it again.
If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
Right. So you shouldn't charge your brother interest, man. Don't be a cocksucker, a usurer, all right, and charging your fellow Israelite brother interest. All right, like I stated earlier, man, that is a detestable abomination with the Most High hate. So don't be a cocksucker and charge him interest. All right, because at the end of the day, your brother still got to live. All right? That precept is Leviticus 25, 36. All right?
25, correct?
Yeah.
25 and 36. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 25 and 36. Say, take thou no usury of him,
Right?
or increase, but fear thy power, that thy brother may live with thee.
See that? Read that again.
Leviticus 25 and 36. Take thou no usury of him.
Right. Says take no interest from him.
Gone.
All right? That's why you supposed to be his brother. All right? We just wise and understanding people in the sight of these heathens, man. All right? Read.
Or increase, but fear thy power.
All right, but you're supposed to fear the Most High, so don't charge your brother interest. Because at the end of the day, the blessing come from the Most High anyhow. All right? Read.
That thy brother may live with thee.
Right, that thy brother may live with thee. So now if you charging him interest, you making it hard for him. Your brother got to live too, man. See what I said? All right? Read. Watch this.
Take thou no usury of him, or increase, but fear thy power, that thy brother may live with thee. Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury.
You see that? Thou shalt not give him the money upon usury. All right? Meaning, if you damn buy something for $20, all right? You don't charge your brother $35. You charge him $20. The same thing you pay for that, man. You see what I said? Read verse 37 from the top again, Baba Kushia.
Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury.
Right. Read.
Nor lend him thy victual for increase.
Right, victuals is going into food and all that. All right? But the point being, yeah, all right, when you pay back, don't pay that back with interest, man. All right? And I know the scripture speaks about when you borrow money to pay back, you should pay that back. But the Bible said you wicked if you don't pay back. Not you wicked because you borrow. You wicked because you don't pay back. All right? Deuteronomy 23:19. All right. I need to get Nehemiah 5 and 7. All right. And as you can see, man, all this is the law. You see what I'm saying? It's like I say, man, you have some brothers, it's all about the law, the law, the law. You know, in that Pharisee spirit. You see what I'm saying?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 19.
Read.
Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brothers.
See that? Read that again.
Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brothers.
Read on.
Usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury.
Right. Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother. All right, so don't damn lend your brother nothing with intent for him to pay you back, or you looking for interest. All right? The supreme being Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai ain't down with that. All right? And this is written in his law. Okay? But now, what is right? But the actual heathen, you could charge the actual heathen interest. But not your fellow Israelite brother. All right? Especially your brother in this truth. All right? Read on.
Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury.
Right, it says, unto a stranger thou shalt lend upon him usury. All right? So the other nations, when they borrow something from you, you charge them interest. Not your own people. All right? The Most High hate when you damn charge your own people interest. All right? But read on.
But unto thy brother thou shalt not lend upon usury.
Right, but unto thy brother thou shalt not lend unto him usury. All right? Meaning, don't damn charge him interest. All right, these ain't my words. See what I said? These are the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the one who the world ignorantly called God and Jesus. All right? And you have a lot of people out there transgressing these laws. All right, that you have the church people saying, man, this done away with. See what I said? All right? But read on.
That the Most High, thy power, may bless thee in all that thou settest thine hand to do to it, to in the land, whether thou goest to possess it.
Gone. So at the end of the day, it's the Most High would give the blessing, not you. You see what I said? So you're trying to increase or get more of the brother, but then in reality, you only keeping that brother down. All right? Trying to increase. But the Most High is the one would damn give the increase, man, would give the blessing. See what I said? All right? Because that right there, you basically saying, man, when you charge your brother interest, you being a hypocrite. All right? Your brother got a Christmas tree. What's this? What's the significance of the Christmas tree, man?
They can't tell you.
All right? Right. Yeah, man. All right. So now, give me Nehemiah 5, 7. All right. Well, you come prepared today, boy.
You come prepared.
Go ahead, the walk.
Nehemiah,
Done.
chapter 5, verse 7.
Read.
Then I consulted with myself, and I rebuked the nobles.
Right. So he said, then I consulted with myself, meaning he was thinking to himself. All right. Read.
And I rebuked the nobles and the rulers, and said unto them, you exact usury, every one of his brother, and I set a great assembly against them.
Right. Meaning, again, if you buy something for $5, your brother in need or what's not, or whatever agreement you all come to, then you charge your brother that $5. You see what I saying? All right. And if he damn charge you more, the Most High is against that shit, man. He ain't dealing with that. All right. Now let's jump down to verse 10. Yeah.
Verse 10. I likewise
and my brethren, and my servants might exact of them money and corn.
Right. Read.
I pray you, let us leave off this usury.
Read that, man. Read that again.
Nehemiah chapter 5, verse 10.
Speak up.
I likewise, and my brethren, and my servants, might exact of them money and corn. I pray you, let us leave off this usury.
Right. So the Most High said, let us leave off this usury. All right. The hell with this interest thing, man, because you don't know your brother set up. You see what I said? All right. Just like we stated earlier, man, your brother still got to live. All right.
The book of Isaiah chapter 24 and 2. And it shall be, as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with the master, as with the maid, so with mistress, with a mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
So again, all right, all these people, they are all Israelites. All right. We just call off them, right? If you buy something for $10, and whatever situation come up with you and your brother what's not, you sell it them for $10. Nothing more, nothing less. That's simple. Don't charge your brother interest, because that, like I stated earlier, brother still have to live, man. That is a detestable abomination. Jeremiah 15:10.
Jeremiah, afford that then. What if the brother can't afford that then, but you sell it for
right as well. I'm going into that. That's something to look in.
But then, that's saying to me, if that's the case, if your brother could pay it then, but saying they can't, then that's the most I got to deal with them or not.
Right.
And then that's on them.
Right. Because the Most High still give the blessing anyhow.
Done.
All right.
Jeremiah 15 and 10.
Done.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 10. Woe is me, who's me, my mother, that thou hast borne me a man of strife, and a man of continence. To the whole earth I have neither lent or usury, nor man have lent to me or usury, yet every one of them doeth curse me.
Right. So Jeremiah is saying he never lend no money or no victuals or nothing like that with usury, and he never charged no one usury. All right. But at the end they still curse him. So if that's what you're doing, then use the damn curse. See what I said? That plain, that simple. All right. Ezekiel 18 and 8.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 18, starting at verse 8. He that had not given forth upon usury, neither had taken any increase, that had withdrawn his hand from iniquity, had executed true judgment between man and man.
Right. All right. That's a straight up deal. You see what I saying? I get something from you. You charge me $10. I pay you $10. You execute true judgment. You ain't charge me damn interest. All right. That plain, that simple. Let's jump down to verse 13 now.
Verse 13. Had given forth upon usury and had taken increase. Shall he then live?
Right. So the Most High saying, man, read that again.
Had given forth upon usury and had taken increase. Shall he then live?
Right. So the Most High saying, so you should live because you charge your brethren usury interest. See what I said? Read.
He shall not live.
See that? He shall not live, because that's a detestable abomination against your fellow countrymen, man. Read.
He had done all these abominations. He shall surely die. His blood shall be upon him.
Right. So the Most High ain't dealing with that, man. So if that's what you're doing, you got to get rid of that, man. You got to repent from that. Because Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah ain't dealing with that shit, man. All right. Now, I stated a little earlier that we was going to go into Peter's vision. All right. Now, when you go into Peter's vision, when you understand Peter's vision, all right, what you're going to see is that, or what you're going to understand is that Cornelius had been an Israelite.
God.
All right, you have a lot of people out there saying that Cornelius is a Edomite or a Gentile or what's not, right? But Cornelius is actually an Israelite. Because when you go into that vision, which we're gonna break down Peter's vision, all right, and then we're gonna get out of here because I see this big I'm carrying on bad. Done. All right. So let's start here in the book of Acts, chapter 5, chapter 10 to lot, and we're gonna read straight on down to 5. From verse 5 to lot, from verse 5 to 11.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 10, verse 5.
5.
All right, because when you read from 1 to 10, you know, this is going into Cornelius and how he prayed and how, you know, the angel, you know, appeared to him and all of that. All right, so we're going to pick it up here at verse 5.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 10 and 5. And now sent men to Joppa and called for one Simon, whose surname is Peter.
Read.
He lodged with one Simon, a tender whose house is by the seaside. He should tell thee what thou oughtest to do. And when the angel which speak unto Cornelius was departed, he called 2 of his household servants and a devout soldier of them, what waited on him continually.
Read.
And when he had departed, when he had declared all these things unto them, he sent them to Joppa.
Read.
On the morrow, as they went on their journey and draw nigh unto the city, Peter went up upon the housetop to pray about the 6th hour.
Read.
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they made ready, he fell into a trance.
Read on.
And saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it had been a great sheet net, a sheet kite, Salakia, at the 4 corners, and let down to the earth.
Done. All right, now it says, and I saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the 4 corners, and let down to the earth. All right, now all these are context clues. All right, because ultimately we know that Israel was scattered from one end of the earth even to the next end. So that's a clue right there. So we know that this is speaking about Israel. But, you know, there's multiple precepts, you know, we could bring out on that to prove that point. But we're just going to grab 1 or 2 of them. All right, let's go here to Deuteronomy 32 and 26. That's Psalms 106 and 34.
The book of Deuteronomy 32 and 26. I said, I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
Done. All right. The Lord said, what? He's going to scatter us into corners. All right. And make the remembrance of us to cease from among men. So now when we are scattered into these corners, all right, we became a no people, a people with no heritage. All right. So we then take on the ideologies and customs and philosophy of these people where we were scattered. All right, and we learn their works and their ways. All right, so now you're seeing what Peter is seeing. He's seeing Israel in an unclean state. All right, because like I said, the scripture said, I would scatter them into corners and I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. All right, so wherever these Israelites were scattered, all right, they was going to partake in the ways and customs of these people where they were scattered among. All right, and learn their works and serve their idols. All right, that's why Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and 2, ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. All right, so let's jump to 106 and 34.
Psalms?
Psalm, yeah. All right, because indeed, and the way, like I stated, wherever we were scattered, we was gonna learn the works of these other people, man. All right, so this Israel being an unclean state.
Come.
All right.
This is the book of Psalms 106 and 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Most High commanded them, but were mingled among the heathens and learned their works.
Read.
And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them.
Gone. All right, so Israel would be scattered into these corners, and their remembrance was going to cease from among men. Now, and 106 and 35 says, but they were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. Why? Because they were no people with no heritage, no nothing. So they took on the customs and ways of these people they were scattered amongst. All right, and it says, and served their idols, which was snare unto them. So basically, Peter saw the uncleanliness of Israel. You see what I said? That's what he saw. The uncleanliness of Israel, man, because wherever we were scattered, they were gonna swallow us up by doing their works. All right? Watch this. Read.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 8, starting at verse 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles, as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
Right, as a vessel where there is no pleasure. Israel is swallowed up. All right, because why? They were scattered amongst these people and they learned their works. See what I said?
They get caught up.
They get caught up like the archers say. Huh? Indoctrinated. You see? So the Most High in dealing with that. All right, now, as the same vessel was descending with the great sheet net at the four corners of the earth, which lets you know that these are all Israelites. See what I said? So now let's go back now to Acts chapter 10, and we're going to pick it up at verse 11 again.
It's the book of Acts chapter 10 and verse 11. And saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it had been a great sheet net, and the four corners, and let down to the earth.
Right, so now we know what that's talking about. That vessel, which was swallowed up in Isaiah, is the same vessel what Peter saw descending like it had been a great sheet knit at the four corners of the earth. All right, which that is speaking about Israel. So now we know what that is talking about. All right, so now you see how we get and understand Peter's vision. All right, but read the next verse.
Verse 12. Wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air.
Right, now this represents all the abominations that Israel was doing. All right, this is Israel in an unclean state. Uncircumcised. All right, that's all. That's all Peter is saying. Israel in an unclean state, because remember, they were scattered into corners, all right, and they became a no people, a people with no inheritance. All right, Hosea said they were swallowed up. All right, now Peter is going to see the exact same thing that the Lord showed Ezekiel. All right, check this out. Let's go to Ezekiel.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 8, starting at verse 5. Then said he unto me, Son of man, lift up thine eyes now the way toward the north. So I lifted up mine eyes the way toward the north, and behold, northward at the gate of the altar, this image of jealousy in the entry.
Right, this image of jealousy at the entry. Now what is right? When you look at all these damn hallowed houses, which is these church buildings, they all them have a cross or baby Jesus and Mary in the window, some shit at the entrance there. All right, which let you know that that's a straight up abomination anyhow. All right. So the Lord is showing Peter the same vision. All right, and that's the unclean state. So you go inside them hallowed houses, but you damn worshiping, you in the unclean state. All right. Read. Yeah, verse 6.
He said furthermore unto me, Son of man, See thou what they do, even the great abominations that the house of Israel committed here, that I should go far off from the sanctuary. But turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations.
Right, read.
And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall.
Read on.
Then said he unto me, Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had digged in the wall, behold the door. And he said unto me, Go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do there.
Behold the wicked abominations that they do there. All right, that's them damn having a Christmas service, the Easter service. All right, worshiping baby Jesus, all type of shit they're doing. All right, but what this? Right, Ezekiel. Also Peter, because the Lord gave Peter the same vision. You see what I said? Now watch this. Read verse 10 now.
10. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things.
You see that? Behold, every form of creeping things. Didn't Peter see damn creeping things? You see what I said? Read.
An abominable beast, and all the idols of the house of Israel portrayed upon the wall round about.
Right. All right. The creeping things and abominable beasts and all the idols of the house of Israel portrayed on the wall, and that's going into damn white Jesus. Hanging up inside these damn hallowed houses. Hanging up inside these people damn front room. The kitchen. All right. So basically, Peter is seeing Israel committing adultery in his unclean state, man. That's all he's seeing. So once you understand what this vision is about, you'll understand that Cornelius is an Israelite. All right. So now let's go back to Acts chapter 10, and we're going to pick it back up at verse 12 again.
This is the book of Acts chapter 10 and verse 12. Wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air.
Right now, we understand now what that's talking about. Okay? Israel in his unclean state. All right, but now we know that the Lord made Israel clean. All right, and Israel is going to be cleansed. That's why we're reading the story here about Cornelius, letting you know that Cornelius was in an unclean state. All right, and now he's going to come back. All right, and the Lord is going to make him clean. All right, so he's basically ready to be received and receive the covenants and the glories and all that pertains to Israel again. All right, being grafted back in. All right. Read. Yeah, back in Acts chapter 10, let's read verse 13 now.
All right, this is Acts chapter 10 and 13. And there came a voice to him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat.
Right, meaning he's ready to be received now. Because now he understands. Well, at this point, he didn't understand what the vision means. All right, but now he's ready to be received. All right, read on.
Yeah, and tell them apostles that they believe that the Most High tell Peter nothing is unclean. They just tell him
Right.
anything.
Right, man. That's that. Can't.
You know?
All right, that's the precept they use to justify themselves to eat any damn wicked, abominable shit, boy. See what I said? All right.
Verse 14. But Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean.
Right, because Peter thought that the Lord was speaking about food. But that wasn't speaking about food. You see what I said? All right. Verse 15.
And the voice spake unto him again the second time, What Yahweh had cleansed, that call not thou common.
Right, what the Most High had cleansed, call not thou common. And who the Most High cleansed? The Most High had cleansed Israel. All right, so now he's showing Peter Israel in an unclean state. And now he's telling Peter now what he cleansed don't call common. All right, but now these people in the world today and these damn hallowed houses, they don't know what the word common means. All right, but let's break it down. Let's see what it means. Let's look it up.
It's the word common. The Hebrew word koinos, Salakia. It means common, ordinary, belonging to generally. By the Jews, unhallowed, profane, Levitically unclean.
Right. Unhallowed and Levitically what?
Unclean.
Unclean. All right. Letting you know that this is dealing with Israel. Showing you again Israel was in an unclean state. But now they have been made ready to be cleansed. And it all started with Cornelius. Because when you look up Cornelius' name means seed, which is the beginning of the Gentiles being cleansed and grafted back in. All right? That plain, that simple. All right, so now let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 6. All right? Because all this pertains to Israel. Right? Because it says what? Read the definition again.
Common, ordinary, belonging to generality. By the Jews, unhallowed, profane, Levitically unclean.
Right. Unhallowed,
profane, Levitically unclean.
Right, and profane goes back to the word, goes back to the Latin profanus, which means outside the temple. All right, now we know for a fact, all right, that the actual Gentiles don't have shit to do with this.
No.
Because they outside the temple.
God.
All right?
God.
But what this, right? Give me, 2 Corinthians chapter 16. Salak chapter 6 and 16. Come.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 16. And what agreement had the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. As power had said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people.
Right. All right. So the Most High said, one of the definitions it says unhallowed, profane, and Levitically unclean. All right. Now, we know that Israel was worshiping idols. Okay, so what do idols have to do with the temple of God? And we know the temple of God is within the Israelites. All right. Now let's read verse 17. What this? Because now we understand that Israel was going to be made clean and be ready to receive back to the Most High again. All right.
Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Most High, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
Can you see that?
Can.
Touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
Can.
like the definition say, unhallowed, profane, Levitically unclean.
Can.
All right, this is being said to the Israelites that were in an unclean state, but now they are being made clean. So the Most High said, wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. All right, and Paul is quoting this man, and this was said to the Israelites. So if it applied to the Israelites in the Old Testament, definitely it applied to the Israelites in the New Testament. All right. So now you come out from among the unclean thing. All right, and he was going to receive us, man. All right. And there you make your bodies a living sacrifice and do the works meet for repentance. All right, because now you clean. Okay. Let's go to Romans 12 and 1 to prove that. Beautiful, man. All right.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Right. Which is your reasonable service. All right, because it says, touch not the unclean thing. All right, then I will receive you. So now you're making your bodies a living sacrifice. Now you become holy. Now you're being clean. That plain, that simple. All right. It says holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Again, now let's find out who was made clean. Okay.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 33, starting at verse 8. And I will cleanse them from all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me.
Select. Start at 7. Let's see what it's talking about. Start at 7.
The book of Jeremiah 33, starting at verse 7. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first.
Right, so this is speaking to the nation of Israel. Because now they're being made what? Clean. All right? Read.
I will cleanse them from all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me. And I will pardon all their iniquities, whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me.
God, so the Most High said he was going to cleanse us from all our iniquities, man. Huh?
Be reborn it.
God. All right, so now we've been made clean. Israel was in an unclean state. Now they're being made clean. That's it. So now you see the vision what the Lord is showing Peter. First he showed Peter Israel in an unclean state. Now he's showing Peter where he's going to clean them. All right. That's simple. Let's jump to Ezekiel 37:23. All right. Done.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 23. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgression. But I will save them out of their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power.
Done. All right. Now we just read how Peter saw Israel worshiping idols and shit. All right. Which is a detestable thing. All right. That's like you damn being a faggot. You see what I said? That's a detestable thing. That's like you dealing with another man, woman. That's a detestable thing. All right, so the Most High said we ain't going to defile ourselves no more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgression, but I will save them out of their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. Speaking to Israel. That plain, that simple. Now let's jump to 36 now. All right.
Ezekiel chapter 36 and 24.
Done.
For I will take you from among the heathen, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean.
Done.
From all the filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you.
Done. Read.
A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh.
Right, read.
And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye will dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power.
Done. Read.
I will also save you from all your uncleanness.
See that? He will also save us from all our uncleanliness. See that? Read.
And I will call for the corn, and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you.
Done. All right, so the point being here, Israel is now being made clean. All right? So, the same way, give me John 15:3. Because the same word would cleanse Peter is the same word would cleanse Cornelius. See what I said? All right?
It's the book of John,
15:3.
chapter 15 and 3. Now ye are clean throughout the word which I have spoken unto you.
Done. All right? See that? Speaking to who? Israel, man. All right? So now Israel has been made clean. So when we go back here now, in 2 Corinthians 6:17, it says, wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Paul was actually quoting Isaiah. All right? And this is Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 11. All right? It says, depart ye, go ye out from thence, touch no unclean thing. Go ye out of the midst of her, be ye clean, that bear the vessels of the Lord. Which that goes back to the vessel with the great sheet being knit to the four corners of the earth.
God.
All right? Speaking to who? Israel. So again, once you understand Peter's vision, you would understand that Peter's vision is referring to the Israelites in the unclean state, being brought back to the fold. That's it.
And not them abominable foods that them pastors eat.
Gone. All right. Yeah, man.
You like to pick up some-
Yeah. Get it down right now. One more piece, yeah. All right. Now to prove that this ain't dealing with the actual Gentiles, give me Revelation chapter 11, verse 1. That's to prove this point and we can get out of here. Yeah.
Book of Revelation chapter 11 starting at verse 1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise, and measure the temple of the Most High, and the altar, and them that worship therein.
Right, read.
But the court which is without the temple leave out,
Right.
and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles.
Right, but measure the court of the temple. Right, read that again.
And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise, and measure the temple of the Most High, and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles.
Right, so it said, but the court which is without the temple leave out. All right, and we know
not of the circumcision.
done. All right, those who are not, if their bloodline don't goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, leave them out. All right, but the court which is without the temple, the scripture said, leave out and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. So the Gentiles didn't have no part in this. All right, so that's a cut on them damn church people, man. All right, what is the scripture?
And the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months.
Right, in the holy city, speaking about the nation of Israel. All right, so with that, Lord willing, I hope that was edifying. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, which is the spirit of truth, Shalom, and the Bad Babon.
Shalom.